Hello, everyone. Today, I will discuss a new topic, which is financial management and other functional areas. In the last session, I discussed about concept of finance and scope of financial management and different definitions of financial management. So today, I'm about to discuss how financial management is related with other functional areas of management or other functional areas of business. Like we have so many new functional areas and how finance is linked with all those areas. So you are supposed to learn today in this session. So be with me. So these are the contents of today's session. You are supposed to learn how financial management is linked with or related to these different functional areas. Financial management is not in isolation. Whatever decisions in finance are done, somewhere these are linked with these respective disciplines like economics, accounting, mathematics and statistics, production, marketing, IT, psychology, human resource, etc. And there may be many more areas. So somewhere financial management is connected with or related with these other disciplines that you need to understand how financial management is linked to these different specialized disciplines. Financial management not in isolation. If financial management task is performed in any organization, so in every organization you will find different other functional areas. So financial management is always doing, or you can say finance department is always doing their task in relation to rest of the departments. So all these are interconnected because organization is one. So today you are supposed to learn how financial management is related to different other disciplinary areas of any business organization. So be with me slowly and gradually in very simple words. I will try to make it clear to you. Now, for example, financial management and economics. Many of you might have studied, might have read economics as subject. Economics as subject deals with scarcity of resources. Normally, it is said resources are limited and wants are unlimited. So, economics will guide you how to maximize the resources. And as a subject, economics is divided into two different specialized branches broadly. You can say, when we talk about economics as subject, we can say it is broadly dealing with two important things. One is called microeconomics, another one is called macroeconomics. When we talk about microeconomics, it deals with a smallest unit of an economy. What is financial management? Financial management practices are from the point of view of an organization, which is one of the unit of an economy. So in that way, when we talk about microeconomics, so all the important decisions in finance, all the activities of financial, or you can say finance department of any organization are related to microeconomics. When we talk about macroeconomics, it means we are talking about those facts or those things which are in aggregate, which are studied, which are representing the aggregate economy. For example, we talk about inflation, it represents economy. We talk about like per capita income, we talk about employment generation, we talk about poverty. So finance is also concerned with understanding, knowing all the important macroeconomic indicators in order to take the decision of the organization. Whatever decisions has to be taken in the field of finance, these decisions are taken after knowing, after understanding, after analyzing all the macro factors of the country, macro factors of the economy. So, in that way, you can say financial management has to deal with, has to rely on economics as subject, because without knowing the proper background, without having the proper background of economics, a person cannot be a good finance manager. So you can say, or originally, the subject finance has emerged from the field of economics, and it has been applied in the field of management. Management is using the specialized knowledge of finance in order to make the organization efficient, because finance is one of the important function of any organization. So in that way, like when we talk about pricing decision, because it is very important in order to maximize the profit, finance is dealing with maximization of return, maximization of profit. So some microeconomic things are analyzed in the light of, or you can say, under the umbrella of macroeconomic indicators. So in that way, you can say financial management largely depends upon economic laws, principles, economic indicators, and various, you can say, various micro level things in order to manage the organization with respect to its financial operation. So in that way, financial management is related to economics. Without having knowledge of economics, a person cannot be a good finance manager, and an organization cannot be managed with respect to its financial operation. So I hope it is clear to all of you. Then now again, one more very important thing, or you can say area, is accounting. So, being the student of commerce, you have studied what is accounting, where all the financial transactions are recorded. In accounting, what happens? We record only financial transactions. Accounting is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing the transactions which are of financial in nature. And why these recordings are made? So that on the basis of financial records in the form of financial statements like profit and loss account and balance sheet and many other statements, finance related decisions can be taken. So accounting is one of the source which is very important for finance manager, because without accounting information, no finance related decisions can be taken. Take the example of annual reports. When we talk about profit maximization, how profit is calculated purely based on accounting information, we have to rely on, being a finance manager, you have to rely on accounting information. Why I'm telling all these things? Sooner or later, if you will join any organization, especially finance department, or you are managing financial affairs, such kind of knowledge will be extremely important to you. If really you want to learn, you want to manage the financial affair, you have to rely on accounting information. Like different ratios are calculated, different ratios are there, profitability ratios, efficiency ratios, or you can say solvency ratios, liquidity ratios. Finance is also dealing with that. So these different accounting ratios will guide you with respect to liquidity management, with respect to maximization of profit, with respect to how your financial resources are utilized. So if you want to check, you want to ascertain, you want to know, you have to rely on accounting information. And accounting information is the backbone for all kind of financial decisions. So in accounting information, what are the things included? Largely, we have to use profit and loss account. We have to use balance sheet, cash flow statement, fund flow statements. Different ratios are there. Lots of ratios are there. So each and every kind of ratio, when we talk about like investment, you have to know, you have to calculate different profitability ratios. When we talk about like how assets are utilized, so you have to see the assets turnover ratio with respect to financial risk, financial leverage ratio, with respect to operating risk, operating leverage ratio. So you can say, if I say, among all the subjects, among all the disciplines, accounting is the backbone of finance, it will not be wrong. Because without accounting information, it will be extremely difficult for a person to take decisions regarding or related to finance, whether it is investment or it is financing decision or it is any kind of finance related decision. So in that way, in simple way, you can say finance, accounting is one of the important, you can say, important source On the basis of that, financial management takes decision, or in finance we take decision. And due to popularity of excessive use of accounting, one new subject matter in accounting has been developed. That's why when we talk about accounting as a subject, we have financial accounting, which is dealing with preparation of financial record, preparation of financial statements of any organization. Then we have cost accounting. Because of use of accounting, most of the manufacturing companies are using accounting information in order to determine the price, cost ascertainment, cost determination, cost control. Finance is also dealing with controlling of the cost, controlling the financial affair. So all these accounting tools will help. And one another branch of accounting is management accounting. The subject matter of management accounting is also known as accounting for decision making. So this subject is especially designed where how account you will learn how accounting information are used for decision making, and all those decisions in finance are taken on the basis of accounting information. So use of accounting is extremely important for for person who is studying or who is dealing with finance. So I hope with these it is very clear to you that how accounting is extremely important, how accounting is related to financial management, or how financial management is linked with accounting discipline. Now the next one is financial management and mathematics or statistics. Like subject matter of financial management has lot of use. Like in finance we are quite often we have to calculate a lot of things, we have to calculate, like especially when we talk about time value of money, you have to use like compounding interest, simple interest, annuity, etc. You have to use, which are mathematical in nature. So if you are good in mathematics, like normally it is said, if in quantitative terms you are good, if your knowledge of quantitative analysis is good, the most suitable area for you will be finance as compared to marketing, HR, production. So finance is the area where lots of calculations are there, lots of mathematics are used, and obviously statistics is also has extremely use in the field of finance. When we calculate the profit, how profit is calculated, average profit, and risk, how risk is calculated. The main source of calculation of risk is the study of measure of variation, measure of dispersion, which you have studied in statistics. So a lot of statistics is used for estimation, for ascertainment. When you are studying anything which is related to uncertainty, you have to use probability, which is the part of statistics. So lot of things, like when we go for like cost of capital, how cost of equity is calculated, you have to use some formulas, and using those formulas which are purely based on mathematical models. So you will learn how cost of equity, how cost of debt, how cost of retained earning and preference capital is calculated. And lots of statistics, as I told you, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, probability, skewness, and many more things. So whatever you have studied in statistics, each and everything has lots of application in the field of finance. So you can say financial management in order to calculate different aspects related to finance. Lots of mathematics and statistics are used. As I have given already, like while calculating cost of capital, while estimating which project is most profitable from investment point of view, you have to use different techniques like payback period method. You have to use accounting rate of return method where averages will be calculated. Then we have to use net present value method where using time value of money, a project will be ascertain whether it is profitable or not. We have to use profitability index, and we have to use internal rate of return where interest, annuity, compounding, etc., which you have studied in mathematics, will be extremely useful. And nowadays we have app finance calculator, like most of the banks giving loans, finance companies giving loans. How to know um, installments are fixed by incorporating rate of interest. It is payable half yearly or yearly basis. So all those installments and total amount is calculated. Customers would like to know how much amount they have paid and how much is the remaining amount. So all those calculations will be done using mathematical formulas. Working capital management, when we talk about economic order quantity, so it has some, you can say, a square root based formula. And similarly, we have to estimate the working capital requirement. We have to make budgeting where numerical, where mathematics, or you can say numerical things are there. So all these are extremely useful while calculating different stock levels, danger level, maximum level, reorder level. So all these things in the field of finance, lots of mathematics use. So you have to, if you are good in mathematics, so learning financial management will be extremely, you can say it will be efficient one. It will be very good thing for you if you have mathematical bent of mind. Undercapitalization, overcapitalization. Every organization wants like value of the firm should go up, but how to do it? Before estimating, before knowing whether your firm, how much capitalized value your firm is having, whether it is undercapitalized, overcapitalized, then only you can take the decision if it is overcapitalized what you need to do. But calculation of capitalized value of any firm requires mathematical formula, required mathematical aptitude that you need to have. In that way, financial management is linked with or related to mathematics as well as statistics. Now, financial management and production. As you know, production department is dealing with acquisition of raw material, putting into work in progress, and then once product is completed, it is being sold out. So, meantime, these products has to be sold, maybe whether there is a shortage of fund or not. In order to acquire the raw material, funds are required. So who will determine? Finance department will help in ascertaining how much is the fund requirement of the corporations in order to carry out their production activities. For expansion plan also, financial requirements will be ascertained. uh, Sometime it happens, estimations are made when machinery will be replaced or some technology will be replaced. So estimations will be done, modeling will be done in order to know exactly when you are in need of fund to replace the machinery, to replace a particular technology. And production department is also concerned with maintaining quality and control of the cost. So finance is also concerned with controlling the cost. So finance department will play an important role in controlling the cost. Once cost is controlled, it will be easy for any organization to maximize the profit. So cost is one of the aspect which is taken care of. Performance of production activities, it has to be done. Whether production activities are efficient or not efficient, ultimate result will be, it will affect the profitability of the organization. So and that's why the knowledge of finance is required in case of production. And both the departments, normally it happens in case of manufacturing company, in case of manufacturing organization, production department is there, simultaneously marketing department is there, finance department is there. So there should be proper coordination between these two departments. As and when production has to be increased, financial requirements will go to finance department. So finance department has to not only estimate, has to provide the financial assistance as and when required by the production department for replacement of the machine, for acquisition of raw material, and even sometime they have to know how depreciations are charged, how depreciations are provided. So for each and every aspect which is part of production department and related to finance will go to, or it will be the task of finance department. So in that way, even payment of wages, operating expenses in production, all has to be estimated, all has to be reimbursed by the finance department. So finance department is linked to production department, and if finance department is performing their task effectively, production department will be happy, and You can say finance department is a catalyst to facilitate production department. Now, financial management and marketing. As you know, marketing is concerned with you can say creation of demand for promotion activities are there, hoardings are there, and if there's any activity in marketing which aims at maximization of sales and turnover, it will lead to maximization of profit. So finance department is also concerned with maximization of profit. Finance department will provide all kind of assistance to you can say uh, to promote marketing related activities, like for promotion, for advertisement funds are required. So marketing department will tell how much funds are required. So finance department has to, this is the role of finance department, as in when funds are required they have to make provision. If marketing department is demanding certain amount of fund, it has to be provided by the finance department. Financial management and human resources. All human resources employees who are working in the organization, their payroll, their TDS like tax calculation, their salary calculation, how much bonus, commission, etc., whatever is due towards human resources for employment of new HR, new personnel, financial requirements are presented to finance department. So finance department has to take a special care to HR department, because human resource is the important you can say resource of any organization which is managing rest of the resources. So finance department is always in touch with human resource department with respect to procurement of employees, with respect to their promotion. So they have to estimate, re-estimate how much will be the new financial overheads towards development of human resource of the organization by giving bonuses, by giving incentives, etc. Now, financial management and IT. You know, technology revolution has you can say is working almost in every area of business. So financial management is one of the area where role of IT is extremely important. Take the example of a bank. 40 years what was the banking system, and nowadays what is the banking system? So technology has evolved, technology has taken its place in order to make the financial services efficient. And how it is possible? Financial services, if you want to make efficient, if you want to make it speedy, if you want to make transparent in quick manner, you have to use technology. So IT is playing very important role not only in finance but other field as well. So you can say like ERP platforms, most of the organizations are having in order to manage the organization effectively. If finance department is there, how much is the finance, what is the need, what how much finance is required, each and everything will be extremely easy if some softwares are used. So IT related services are used by finance department. So always both are interrelated. Financial management and some of the branches of you can say social sciences. Take the example of psychology. It's look like it is an independent discipline, but nowadays uh, the use of psychology is so important that within finance a new branch has been evolved, which is called behavioral finance. Nowadays people are studying about the behavior of the investors, behavior of the you can say how investors are making investment in stock market. If company is in need of funds, so company has to know the current behavior or current tendency prevailing among the investor, whether fund can be subscribed. It will be fully subscribed if like shares are issued in the market in order to raise the fund, then it will be fully subscribed or not. What is the mindset of investors in current scenario? So nowadays even psychology is also very important aspect in the field of finance in particular and management in general. So I have summarized what I have discussed. So in this session, I have discussed how financial management is link with or related to different other disciplinary areas which are also very important in the field of finance, whether it is economics or mathematics, statistics, production department, like with it is this department is within the organization, production department, marketing department, HR department, operation, accounting, each and everything are interrelated. So if organization is one and within the organization we have different other discipline, so obviously this is very obvious in the coordinated manner. Making proper coordination with each and every discipline is important. When we talk about discipline which look like not the part of the organization, like economics, so you can say financial management has emerged from the field of economics. When we talk about psychology, it's look like it's a different area, but the use of psychology is too much important for a finance manager even to understand their employees. It is very important to understand the behavior of the investor. It is very important to understand the behavior of the market. What is the aggregate mindset uh, in the market? How to raise money? What is the mindset of investors, employees, colleagues, etc. So you can say psychology has become the integral part of any organization. And as far as IT is concerned, no doubt IT has penetrated almost in each and every area, whether it is teaching. You can say the system of teaching learning is possible with the help of information and technology. A lot of like technologies are used. Many platforms are there uh, where tutors and students are coming at that platform. A lot of like meetings are there, corporate meetings are there. So each and every all kind of financial services. Even I have seen uh, companies working in US market, they are getting their work outsourced from Indians because they find like Indians are extremely talented, they are efficient, and they provide their services at very low cost as compared to their own country. And due to this particular software, or you can say IT enabled services, a new kind of industry has emerged that is called KPO industry, knowledge process outsourcing, where financial process outsourcing, legal process outsourcing, medical process outsourcing, engineering process outsourcing. So nowadays, no need to go abroad. You can work on behalf of any multinational company, whether it is in India or it is in any part of the world. So financial management in general relates with other discipline. You cannot say financial management is an isolated branch. It is a branch, you can say, where interdisciplinary things are extremely useful. Statistics, mathematics, etc. All those things are extremely useful. And if you want to become a good finance manager, you should be well versed with the knowledge of other discipline, because the knowledge which you will gain from other discipline, it will give you new orientation in the field of finance. So this is all in this session. Thank you so much.